out certain things. We'll lose the carousel, we'll lose some of the cabinets, we'll maybe even lose some of the wall cabinets. So I've got to say, I think we should...
Well,
I know it's been great that you found one, but I actually don't think, cost-wise, it's going to work out better.
Oh, yeah, you'll have your design.
I think we'll go back to square one.
Yeah. Well, we've got to go now and get it.
Right, you have. And I think a lesson's been learned, hasn't it? Never make a decision without the boss. Onward, come on.
Sound advice for anyone working with cyan.
What's happened on our build happens on lots of people's builds. You know, labour costs have gone up and the builder therefore wants to compromise on design and style, and I won't let that happen. I don't want to let that happen.
She's not prissy. She cares for what Chris and Amy are going to think when they walk into the place. She wants them to jaw drop, you know, she wants them to just be absolutely in love with it and in 5 years' time still be in love with it because it's their house at the end of the day.
The kitchen wrangles have caused delay and piled more pressure on the already tight schedule. But Cyan has a vision for Chris and Amy's house, which is why she's fighting so hard for her design.
This is Chris and Amy's mood board that I've created for their kitchen, rather than have it in your head. Once it's down on a board, you can stick to it, but also you can show it to your painter and decorator or your builder, and then everyone kind of has the same idea of where the room's going. It's got the oak to give warmth to the scheme because we're going for a high gloss white door. It's got the slate tiles, and then it's got that really gorgeous deep amber, which I've got a bit of a surprise for them with the lights. So I'm very much hoping that they're going to like those.
Day 9, and with the kitchen ordered, the £15,000 budget has been eaten up. With an additional 2 bathrooms to fit, costs are mounting, and Nick and Cyan's working relationship is at breaking point.
I think when I'm scraping things like this and attacking things, there's somebody that's really irritating me. I'm just taking the skin off their face.
So could it be lights out for Cyan's much-loved amber lampshades? Nick's hoping that she's ready to compromise on her design.
Not over budget because of the stuff that's been picked.
Well, we are.
Oh, no.
Because we've done that much labour. We are. That's a simple case of it. We are. We're not getting discounts on cheap things. We're getting discounts on things that cost a lot of money.
We've got 2 bathrooms.
The labour's not put this over budget.
1,500 quid. We were never going to put bathroom fittings and a kitchen and lights and flooring down for £1,000 if it's... I know and I understand that Nick is worried about the budget, but in order to raise the value of this property, we're going to have to speculate to accumulate. The guys are doing such a good job on the building work that if we cheapen the design by just making it second rate, it's no good for the house and it's no good for our reputation either. So I think we have to spend a little bit. I have to persuade Nick that we have to spend a little bit on good design in order to achieve what we want to achieve.
Softly, softly, catchy monkey. A different tactic with Nick might just do the trick.
This is what I need. We've got our oak, we've got our greys with the slate floor, but we need something to really bring it up. We need something to make it completely different, something to make it really blow their minds when they walk in. And these, I mean, I know the lights are a big sticking point and the budget...
The thing is, at the moment, the budget, it's gone.
I know,
So if you want them, if you're that set on wanting the lights, and I know you are, we've got to sort of compromise where we can find something from.
I've got to have the lights.
Well, then it's down to you to go and find something.
So if I spend absolutely nothing on furniture...
On table and chairs, then we can find the money for them. Now, obviously, I can see how important they are, but it's up to you now, isn't it?
So I can have my lights?
Yeah, OK, if that...
To the victor, the spoils. And it's love at first sight.
Oh, my God! Those are just... If I could marry a light. God, I hope Chris and Amy like them. What do you think?
I can see why they're expensive.
Absolutely
obviously.
Beautiful, aren't they?
They are. They are a lot of money. But I hope it's worth it, because now you've got your work cut out, you need to find something here for nothing.
Cyan's partner, Martin, is having a love affair of his own with the salvage yard plank of wood.
Probably thousands of years old, this, and it's now absolutely stunning. Every household should have one of these. And I think, personally, because I spent hours rubbing this down, that actually makes a room. And if it wasn't for that, the room would be rubbish.
Only a day to go before Chris and Amy's return. And with 2 bathrooms and a kitchen to tile, the budget has taken another hit. To furnish the rooms, Cyan's got no choice but to get creative.
It's good fun, this. Never done this before. It's a bit like wrapping a Christmas present.
And there's more upcycling going on in the garden. After consulting her contacts book, Cyan has called in mosaic artist Amanda McCran.
It looks brilliant already, you know. How long's that taken?
About 4 hours to complete. The tiles needed a bit of prep as well.
They were the original tiles which are hiding behind the sink unit.
Okay.
In the kitchen, Chris and Amy's kitchen. So I kind of wanted to keep a little bit of the history of the house,
Yeah.
and the artwork, you know, the mosaic was a perfect way to do that.
Yeah, and I suppose it's taking something old and recreating it into something new, which is what you're doing with the house as well, so.
The team is racing to the finish line, but Cyan still demands perfection.
You're gonna have to cut that in again, you know, if you slop it all up the wall. You're learning, aren't you?
I am learning, yes. Slowly.
Don't slap it up, Edward.
Hey, Ma. Yes,
You've
mate.
got to go down.
Welcome to my world.
Don't let it dry on the diagonal, because when it dries, you can see it a little bit.
Tell me if this is level, because if it's not, your angle of most. That's free.
It's just down midges on the left.
I've got to say, it's the hardest thing I've ever done, is working for a female boss.
You can't say that, can you?
Yes, why can't you?
Well, I'll second it.
All right.
Chris and Amy return tomorrow. But will all the hard work and budget battles be worth it? And will Cyan have increased the value of the house despite losing the 4th bedroom?
I'm absolutely really nervous about the fact that it's their house and we've completely and utterly changed it.
For the last 2 weeks, builder Cyan Astley and her team have been renovating this period cottage in Exeter. Stripped back to brick, courtesy of its owner, Royal Marine Chris. But girlfriend Amy was finding living rough less than romantic. Chris bought the property a year ago for £175,000. 2 weeks ago, an estate agent valued the house at just £110,000. Through his DIY efforts, Chris knocked a whopping third off the value of the property, and Cyan's mission has been to claw that back. So the team has been transforming the kitchen diner and creating a romantic master bedroom with ensuite shower. And they've taken the massive gamble of turning the 4th bedroom into a family bathroom. But it's come at a price. The final costs reveal they've gone £8,500 over budget. Cyan and site manager Nick crunch the figures.
So, how did we do? How are the costs looking?
Not good for this one.
But it's been a massive project and a bigger one than we originally anticipated, deciding to do the 2 bathrooms as well as the kitchen and the dining room. Hugely ambitious, so it can only get better in the sense of us understanding exactly what we want to get out of each project. However, we have to think of clever ways of saving money and innovative ways of making sure we stay on target. I know that we've gone over budget, but if Chris and Amy like it, and we manage to claw back some of the value of the house, then it'll all be worth it.
Cyan's fought tooth and nail to give Chris and Amy a high-spec home she hopes they'll love. And they're minutes away.
Really nervous about the fact that it's their house and we've completely and utterly changed it. So I'm desperately hoping that they are in love as soon as they walk through the door. Because, you know, it's their home, isn't it? It's their home.
Are you ready? You go first. It's your house. Go on.
They're starting upstairs, where the layout has changed radically. The 4th bedroom was pokey and small. The bathroom next door could barely fit a toilet and sink, let alone a bath. And the lovebirds' bedroom was far from romantic. Now it's boutique hotel chic with a master ensuite shower room.
Wow.
Your mouth's
Look at
open.
our fireplace.
But Amy still hasn't noticed there's a great big hole in their bedroom wall.
But have you seen?
Oh my goodness,
That's what I mean. Wow, that is really special, isn't it?
look at that.
And this is awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Is it an ideal, what, man's space?
Yeah,
I
that's a
think?
good man shower.
Is it?
Man shower, so yeah. Nice.
A marine-sized shower.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, got another surprise for you.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Only 14 days ago, this was a small 4th bedroom. Now it's been transformed into an elegant bathroom, a retreat for Amy for when Chris is away on long tours of duty.
We've got a
Wow.
bath.
Amazing.
And with a fireplace in our bathroom.
I like it,
Are you a
yeah.
bit shocked?
Yeah, I just couldn't have imagined it.
This was quite a big decision. How do you think now about the sort of configuration of the house?
That decision between 3 or 4 bedrooms always balanced on what other 3-bed properties might have extra on top of the sort of bog standard couple of rooms, and that's really, with such excellent ensuite and this room actually probably, well, you know, it's definitely works out.
I think somebody's happy. I can see it, but I'm seeing a big smile.
I know.
I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved.
Oh no, it's beautiful.
Downstairs, Chris had ripped out the kitchen, leaving nowhere to cook. But then again, there was nowhere to eat because the dining room with its 1950s fireplace had become a glorified shed for Chris's many assorted tools. Now the space has been converted into a bright, open-plan entertainment area with warm oak work surfaces and, of course, Cyan's all-important designer features which she fought so hard to keep.
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. Look at the sink. Oh, it's a proper sink.
It's a kitchen. I know. You'd actually be able to cook things and then wash up.
Leaps and bounds beyond what I think I'd have ever produced.
Oh,
Definitely.
I think you'd have given it a really good go.
Oh, I'd give it a good go, I just wouldn't have probably got there.
So kitchen-wise, we're on a thumbs up.
Definitely, yeah.
And now the dining room with Cyan's designer lights. But will Chris and Amy share the love?
You have no idea how much consternation those lights have caused. What do you think, Amy? Do you
No,
tell me?
I do really like them. I like how they're kind of slightly randomly positioned. But yeah. Well,
Like a bit quirky.
yeah, you'd normally put them in the centre of the room, wouldn't you? But no, I do. I like the way they kind of sit over their little breakfast bar. No, they're lovely.
My particular favourite, I think, is what you've done with the fireplace. I really like that it's sort of, it's gone, but it's there. It's awesome.
It's our old tiles.
It is your old house. This is a little piece of the old house turned into something new for
Awesome,
you.
yeah.
That's lovely.
I haven't absolutely done this on my own. Oh my God, it would have been impossible. So I think there are some more members of the team. Maybe.
Nick and Martin have been eavesdropping in the wings with Chris's trusty grilling machine in hand.
What do you really want to do with it, Chris? I mean, is it going in the skip or...
Yeah, I probably don't need that anymore. I couldn't imagine this much could be done in 2 weeks.
Nor could I.
A Marine to the end, Chris keeps his emotions in check, but he and Amy are obviously delighted with the results.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
No problem,
It's
no
amazing.
problem.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
No problem.
But Cyan also made it her mission to make back the £65,000 Chris lost on the house. He bought the property for £175,000. A year later, an estate agent put the value at £110,000. Since then, Cyan has taken the massive gamble of sacrificing one of the bedrooms to create a bathroom and an ensuite. The hard graft came at a cost, with the budget going over by £8.5 grand. The estate agent has now revalued the property, and a text is about to reveal all.
I haven't seen this. And it says, its current value is now £220,000. Should the rest of the property reach the same standard, and that's down to you, it would be valued at £275,000.
Really?
Oh my.
Well,
Today's market value.
All their hard work has been worth it. They went over budget and lost a bedroom for 2 bathrooms, but Cyan and her team have managed to double the value of the house.
absolutely spot on, above and beyond what I could have hoped for, so yeah, very happy.
Absolutely love it, it's beautiful.
I wanted it to be 100% perfect, not only the build and the standard of the build, but also the design at the end, which is why I've fought really hard to keep those elements. And Nick's starting to get that. So I think, yeah, mission accomplished on this one, and looking forward to the next.
Next time, Cyan and the team are heading to a half-built house in Eastbourne, where a young couple are trying to raise their baby on a building site.
I have to be on guard 24/7 with Jake.
And things get emotional as Cyan reaches breaking point.
So don't get upset. They all got to work together.
I don't want to fall out. We're supposed to be a team, aren't we?